Okay, so this is a great article that I just read online on Guns Digest, and it's basically 4 types of handgun shooter, and which type are you? So, great article, and they're asking you to give yourself an honest appraisal of what type of a handgun shooter are you, and so basically there's the novice, there's the beginner, there's the specialist, and the expert. So the novice is a person who's able to load and unload a gun safely and have the minimal skills with the handgun. This is the beginning level for all of us. The next level up from that is beginner or proficient. The beginner is a product of personal training or an agency like a policeman with quarterly qualifications, and their training is relatively narrow but adequate. So within this group, there's room for improvement. Peace officer, the homeowner who keeps a firearm for self-defense but probably doesn't go to the range too often, but has some skills and a little bit of tactical use. This is the highest level of administrative qualifications will lead to. So again, a police officer, a lot of policemen, they treat their guns, rightly so, as a tool, and there's a lot of police officers that are not gun enthusiasts. Their gun is like a pair of handcuffs to them, so they'll go quarterly and they'll shoot, and that's it, and that's fine. But it's interesting. It says criminals, some criminals reach the length of beginning proficient level, and it's true. If you think about it, your common thug is probably not at the shooting range 2 or 3 times a week, or even at all. They buy a stolen gun on the street, and unfortunately, when they shoot it, it's probably, the first time they shoot it is when they're robbing somebody or in a gang fight, and they wind up hitting an innocent bystander. And I've seen and heard of that quite a lot. The next level is the specialist. This level is one that you don't arrive at by accident. It's a work of a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of skills involved, and this person knows the likely threat profile and practices diligently to address this threat. So this person is versed in tactics and is likely to know the differences of what to do in a personal protection scenario, and is able to handle it. And then lastly, it's the professional. This person has a lot of answers depending upon the situation. He's a great marksman, as well as good in gun handling tactics, and he's familiar with the number of firearms. So this guy could grab any gun out of a safe and be able to use that gun, take it down, and that's it. And just thought it's a good article, because a lot of us like to think that we're experts, and maybe some of us are, and maybe some of us aren't. So really, really great articles on Guns Digest. If you guys don't subscribe to this online magazine, you really should. But again, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm a marksman." I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, I do bullseye shooting, and I have 2 minutes to hit 10 22 rounds into a bullseye." And I was like, "That's great. What will that do for you in a real life situation?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, you have 2 minutes to shoot 10 rounds? In a self-defense situation, you'd have 3 seconds to shoot 10 rounds, and then it's over. There's no 2 minutes unless someone's behind cover and you're behind cover, and or you're in a TV cop show or something stupid like that. But anyway, a lot of us, I guess, have illusions of grandeur, as they say, and we like to think that we're a specialist or an expert, when we might only be a novice and a beginner. But you know what I say? I say all 4 of them are great. I say all 4 of them, at least someone took the action and took what's needed to go purchase a handgun and do some type of training with it. So, I have a lot of friends that have got their gun permits, and then they've gone to the range once in their life, and then they stick their gun in their side dresser. But you know what? It's still better than nothing. So in the bump in the night, hopefully the person knows how to, clear the house, get their family to safety, and has a gun, which if someone is threatening him, he can end the threat. So just I thought, again, a very interesting article from Gun Digest, and thanks very much for listening, and have a great night.